and welcome to Puzzles with Pugsley. Pugsley is ready for this. Your first puzzle of the day. What do cows like to read? Catalogs. Puzzle number 2. Why can't your nose be 12 inches long? Because then it would be a foot. Pugsley, you are very good. Good boy. Good boy. Friends, we are going to continue our Chris Van Allsburg week by reading a story called The Sweetest Fig. Do you know what a fig is? Have you ever had a fig? Well, a fig is a fruit, and Mr. Dawson and I have never had the fruit of a fig before. Maybe you have. I don't know. All right, let's get started. I'm excited about this one. Monsieur Bibat, the dentist, was a very fussy man. He kept his small apartment as neat and clean as his office. If his dog Marcel jumped on the furniture, Bibat was not nice to him. Except on Bastille Day, the poor animal was not even allowed to bark. One morning, Bibat met an old woman waiting at his office door. She had a toothache and begged the dentist to help. "But you have no appointment," he told her. The woman moaned. She was in pain. "Oh." Bibat looked at his watch. Perhaps there was time to make a few extra francs. He took her inside and looked in her mouth. "This tooth must come out," he said with a smile. When he was done, the dentist said, "I will give you some pills to kill the pain." The old woman was grateful. "I can't pay you in money, but I have something much better." She took 2 figs from her pocket and handed them to Bibat. "Figs?" he said angrily. "These figs are very special," the woman whispered. "They can make your dreams come true." She winked at him and put her finger to her lips. It was clear that Bibat thought that the woman was crazy. He set the figs down and took her by the arm. When she reminded him about the pills, he said, "I'm sorry, only for paying customers," and took her to the door. That evening, Bibat took his little dog to the park. Poor Marcel loved to sniff the tree trunks and bushes, but whenever he stopped, Bibat would keep on walking. Just before going to bed, the dentist had a small snack. He sat at the dining room table and ate one of the figs the old woman had given him. It was delicious, possibly the finest, sweetest fig he'd ever had. In the morning, Bibat dragged Marcel down the stairs for his morning walk. The steep steps were hard for the short-legged dog, but Bibat wouldn't think of carrying his pet. He didn't like getting Marcel's white hairs on his beautiful blue shirt. As he walked along the sidewalk, Bibat couldn't help noticing people were looking at him. "They are admiring my suit," he thought. But when Bibat saw his reflection in the window of the cafe, he stopped in horror. He was dressed only in his underwear. The dentist turned and ran into an alley. "Sacre bleu," he thought. "What happened to my clothes?" Then he remembered the dream he had last night. In his dream, he stood in the front of the very cafe dressed in his underwear. Something else had happened in his dream, Babette struggled to recall it. Marcel, looking out of the shadows of the alley, began to bark. The dentist looked up and saw the rest of his dream come true. No one noticed Babette as he ran home in his underwear. All of the eyes of Paris were fixed on the Eiffel Tower, which slowly drooped over as if it was made of soft rubber. Babette understood that the woman with the figs had told him the truth. He would not waste the second fig. Over the next few weeks, as reconstruction of the Eiffel Tower began, the dentist read dozens of books about hypnotism. Each night before he went to bed, he gazed into the mirror and whispered over and over, "Babette is the richest man on earth. Babette is the richest man on earth." Soon in his dreams, that's exactly what he was. As he slept, the dentist saw himself steering a speedboat, flying an airplane, and living in luxury on the Riviera. Night after night, it was the same. One evening, Babette took the second fig from his cupboard. It would not last forever. Tonight, he thought, is the night. He put the ripe fruit on the dish and set it on his table. Tomorrow, he would wake up the richest man in the world. He looked down at Marcel and smiled. The little dog would not be coming along. Oh. In his dreams, Babette had Great Danes. Makes me sad. Marcel's a cute little dog. As the dentist reached into his cupboard to take out some cheese, he heard the crash of breaking china. He turned to see Marcel standing on the chair with his front paws on the table, chewing the last of the fig. China's just a fancy word for nice plates and dishes. Oh, Marcel is eating the last fig. Babette was furious. He chased the dog around the apartment. When Marcel ran beneath the bed, Babette yelled at him, "Tomorrow, I will teach you a lesson." Then the dentist, angry and heartbroken, went to sleep. When he woke up the next morning, Babette was confused. He was not in his bed. He was beneath it. Suddenly, a face appeared in front of him. His own face. "Time for your walk," it said. "Come to Marcel." A hand reached out and grabbed him. Babette tried to yell, but all he could do was bark. So what did Marcel, the dog, wish for or dream about when he was eating the fig? To be a human. And that Babette was the dog. And that's what happened. Oh my. And that's the end of that story. Crazy, if you ask me. All right, I will see you again for my favorite Chris Van Allsburg book tomorrow. Bye, friends.